About a promising young local athlete. The sport is car racing, and that's one that's left many hurt and even killed. Check 6's Alex Robertson brings us the story of the narrow escape of Gary Smith.
It was the season opener of the NASCAR Northwest Tour at Evergreen Speedway in Monroe, Washington. Victoria's Gary Smith was leading the race, doing close to 140 miles an hour, when suddenly he hit an oil slick. After smashing into the wall, his fuel tank caught fire.
More cars come sliding in. Now I just sat there for a second, and I hear on the radio my dad, "Gary, get out. You know, you need to get out. There's a fire. You know, get out." And I looked in the mirror, and it was a big fire. It wasn't just
his dad. Part of the crew is Roy Smith, Victoria's most famous NASCAR star.
My concern was, you know, if you happen to get pinned in there or if you happen to be unconscious, I didn't think you had a lot of time to get out of there. So as soon as I could see that the other cars had got slowed down, because you got to watch that too, because the other cars come in, hit the oil, in which it kept happening, chain reaction. My biggest concern was just bail out of there as fast as you can, but I didn't want him to be unbelted and stuff neither, you know, so I waited till the last minute until I felt, you know, it was safe for him to get unbelted, and then I says, just bail out of there.
And watch, to the left of your screen, Gary Smith does get out, but before that, there was some panic. Gary, away from the fire, thinks one of his friends is still trapped in the melee, puts his helmet on to go back in for a rescue.
And joining us now is the man at the center of that story, Gary Smith. Gary, first of all, tell us, what was it like being involved in an incident like that?
First of all, it was really disappointing. You know, we were leading the race, so I think that's what we got to focus on. We had a real fast race car, and next thing we're backwards in the wall, and then I hear my crew on the radio saying, "We're on fire, get out, you know, just get out now." And then the panic set in on me. You know, it just, I've been in and out of that race car 1,000 times, and it just, I forgot what I had to do to get out. There's so many things that you're connected to, and the seat belts, the window net, steering wheel comes off to get out. It was a scary situation for a few minutes.
Now, have you been involved in something like this before?
No, I've hit a wall a couple times out at Western Speedway and stuff, but never that hard, and I've never been in a fire. Fire is definitely a scary thing.
Well, now, what do you attribute to you being able to get out of that situation alive?
I think one thing, good safety right off the bat. You know, when we hit the wall, I was still conscious. I didn't get knocked out. I was able to start it going, and the safety equipment we've got here in front of us tonight.
Well, let's take a look at that. Now, what exactly is your suit made out of? Now, it's obviously fire retardant, but what is it exactly made of, and how does that protect you?
It's a Nomex suit. We got the gloves, the suit. It's a double layer. I've got actual underwear that I wear underneath that is also fire retardant. The helmet, we've got special things inside that is all fireproof instead of like the nylon and stuff that the motorbike helmet use. Like I say, that's fire retardant also, you know. So it's just a lot of things that goes into it, and these things have happened before, and we've just learned from other people's mistakes, you know.
Now, it must cost a lot of money to outfit yourself with equipment like this, but it must be well worth it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think the suit is about $800 US, the helmet's about $500. You know, but it doesn't matter. You know, I'm standing here, sitting here talking to you today, and without some of this stuff, I might not have been.
Now, there's got to be some positives too. We don't want to just dwell on the negative here. What's upcoming in the NASCAR season for the rest of the way?
Actually, we got a real good season ahead. We got the Winston West Series that we're focusing on. We're going to try and make some Winston Cup races here in May at Sears Point. You know, that's going to be my highlight of my career. It's just, like I say, it's a real good season. We got a lot of things looking forward to.
Looking on the screen right now, what exactly is going through your mind when you first feel this fire go off?
You know, it just happened so fast. You know, I didn't realize, you know, I was on fire until the crews on the two-way radio talking with me, telling me to get out. Looked in the mirror and I saw we were on fire, and I just knew I had to get out right away.
So now you did manage to get out, but then there was some sort of controversy after that. What exactly happened?
I sort of walked back towards the race cars, and I hear the fire crew panicking. They're saying, "Get him out of the race car." And I saw Garrett Evans was pinned up against my race car. I thought he was in trouble, so I went to his rescue, but as it turned out, they were looking for me. I went out the other way, so as it turned out, everybody got out safe.
Well, Gary, all we can say is we're glad you made it out alive, and we're very glad that you took time to join us down here at the Wicket tonight.
That's great, thank you.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again.
All right.
On better circumstances.
That's right. Next time we win, hopefully. Thank you.
That's right. Well, to another